Today's episode is brought to you by Calm. Calm is here to help you relax, baby. Also today, we're brought to you by Babbel. Babbel is out there giving you an easy way to learn a new language. We'll talk about that as well. Now let's jump into this podcast. Hello, everybody. It's time for Cosmo and Crendor.
Cosmo and Crendor in the morning.
In the morning. Broadcasting live. In 4-hour recording studio. Recording. Wake your ass up. It's the Crendor in the morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome to an exciting episode of Cox and Crendor in the morning.
Ooh, yep, hey.
Whoa, what was that? You speaking in tongues?
That was just a bunch of garbled up energy.
It did seem like garbled up energy. It seemed like you were one of those people the preacher was like, "Get out of there, demon," and you were like, "Oh, the puppy, and you're like, "Get out of there, demon! You gotta leave Crendor's body."
It definitely left.
Oh yeah, no, he was out. He's like, "This guy's talking crazy. I'm getting out of here." Yeah, demon jumped right out. He's like, "Oh man, what the hell? I picked this body? Oh, I gotta get out of this one."
So yeah, got the demons out. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I had a lot of like weird discoveries this week, and it's things that you have to ask yourself why I discovered these, and I don't have a good reason. Like the first one, I was on Bing. Again,
okay.
Don't ask why. I don't know why. I just ended up on Bing. Yes, it is. It's the Microsoft
Bing?
search engine that no one uses.
Search engine?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Just check. I knew I heard that before, and I was like, "Wait, is that it?"
Don't ask me how I got there. Okay. I don't even remember how it happened. Like I said, I just ended up. Things happen. And when I was on there, I was on a photo. I think I found a photo. And I clicked the photo, and it took me to the photos in Bing.
Okay.
And what I learned is, I guess Microsoft is trying to add as many features as possible to make it worth going there over Google, which I still wouldn't. But they have all these other features. And I noticed that if you click a photo in Bing, and again, don't take my word for this. I was on there for, I'm going to say 6 minutes total. But let's say you take a photo, and in the background is your TV. On Bing, it'll be like, "Hey, we've detected there's stuff in this photo. Do you want to highlight it?" And do a search for what's in the photo. And I was like, what does that mean? And I noticed in the background of this person's photo, there was their computer monitor, and there was a little blue ball that appeared over the computer monitor. I clicked the blue ball. It pops up like 800 images of the monitor and is like, "Hey, do you want to buy this monitor?" And I was like, what the hell is this? So it's like scanning your photos, finding the merch in your life, and then being like, "Hey, viewer, do you want the same thing this person has?" That's crazy to me. I was blown away by that. I was like, I can't tell if that's genius technology or pure evil. I don't know. Meanwhile, what's more insane is I tried to do a face, so you can like highlight a face. But the problem is if you just click a face, it will be like, "Oh, we'll match the color of this person's face." It's like, no, I don't want like a color swatch. I want like the face. So I realized you had to do like a highlight the whole face, and then it'll look for people that look similar. And it turns out that unless you are very, very popular, have taken a million photos, all it does is find like artwork that looks similar to you. And so I dare everyone out there to just go, look up Crendor and I on Bing, and then highlight our face, do an image search of what it brings up. And I guarantee it'll most likely bring up other photos of us, but I'm curious what else it says, like, "That's a match." Because when I did that, nothing. It was artwork from like 1812 was what matched this face. And I was like, well, gamers existed back then, I guess.
I didn't know Bing was going that crazy with their technology.
Neither did I. I don't use it. I don't use it at all.
I also didn't know Bing still existed, so I mean.
Neither did I. Again, I'm not sure how I got there. This is the same thing happened to me earlier this week with Twitter. So I don't know how I discovered this. I don't know why I know this. I definitely didn't look it up. But at some point, I discovered that Twitter Blue is a thing.
Twitter Blue?
It's a Twitter subscription.
Twitter Blue. So is it like, what do you get from it?
Well, this is the thing. Is Twitter Blue, I don't know why I want to buy this. I can't. It's $3 a month, I guess. And you get folders for bookmarks, which I don't know why you would use that.
No.
And then you get a reader mode, which lets you take all the different tweets someone makes and puts it into one concise thing to read, which, like, I don't know, I can read multiple tweets. That's not a big problem for me.
Right.
And then you get the ability to undo a tweet. And I was like, oh, that could be good, right? Maybe that could work. And it literally says, typo, forget to tag someone, preview and revise your tweet before it goes live. With undo tweet, you can set a customizable timer of up to 30 seconds to click undo before the tweet, reply, or thread you've sent posts to your timeline. Again, maybe I'm crazy. That just sounds like proofreading your tweet.
Yeah, that it literally is just proofreading your tweet.
Why are you paying for it? Why does it gives you 30 seconds to undo? Well, what if I tweet and then 2 hours later I'm like, boy, I wish I hadn't tweeted that. That's why people need it. They don't need it for like the first 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Garbage. What a garbage offering. And I don't know how I found this out either. I just randomly stumble on crap, Crendor, and I don't. This is how bad I am at technology, where I'm like on a computer trying to get work done, and suddenly I'm like, what's Twitter Blue? And then I'm down a rabbit hole looking up stuff that I definitely don't need and will never use.
Yeah, I never. Wow, you do have a knack for it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know why I get here, why I discover these things, but yeah. Now I know weird things about Bing and weird things about Twitter that I never cared about and will forget by the time we're done with this podcast.
Are you on a work computer? Or, like, are you doing, like, when you're doing work, do you just randomly, like, branch off into mystery lane?
Sometimes I've realized that I don't know. Do you do this? I realize that I don't have a lot that interests me. I was about to say I don't have a lot going for me. Well, that's not true. That's not true, ladies. I'm very cool and successful. I can tell. There'll be times when I am done with work or done with a project or taking a break or doing something, and I will think to myself, "Oh, I want to go look at this." Right? Except the older I get, there's less and less things I'm like, "Oh, I want to go look at." Right? And you know, back in the day, it used to be, oh, I'd go look at one of my favorite websites that did movie reviews. But then that website kind of sold out, and all the reviews were also ads. And I was like, well, this is garbage.
Yeah.
And it's that way with a lot of things on the internet. I now see through the matrix code of everything I used to enjoy, and because these days everything's algorithms and mathematics, I see the game everyone's playing, and it ruins the experience for me. I used to do things online, and now I just cursory glance at them. You know, like I used to spend hours like deep diving into stuff, and now I'm like, I don't know. I will say, I think I'm lying. I do go to Reddit frequently.
That is a thing.
I do go to Reddit frequently, and I definitely peruse certain Reddits often, but mostly they're like, crazy guy goes crazy, and I'm like, oh yeah, this has been good, and so I watch that. But
just a picture of you.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't. It's weird now, where I used to just get lost in surfing the internet, and now I'm just kind of over the internet. I don't know how to describe it. I'm like so worn down by the internet's existence that I'm like over it.
Well, I think I was kind of thinking about this the other day. I was also listening to I don't know if you've ever seen Dr. K. You probably haven't.
Who is Dr. K?
So he's like, there's Healthy Gamer GG or something. It's like they've got really big on Twitch as like a gamer psychologist, but like he's an actual like Harvard psychologist. So he's not just like, I'm a gamer psychologist with a degree in like astrophysics or something. or like
Interesting. Yeah, the first
whatever.
Healthy Gamer GG.
Yeah, so like he's got videos on like literally everything. He's talked to like a bunch of big streamers.
Yo,
He's talked
I need
to, like,
to I need to
YouTubers.
look at this. Why do you only get motivated after midnight? That's
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you. Last night, I was like, during the day, like, man, I have so much stuff to do. Midnight hit, and I was cleaning my house. I don't know why. That's the one for me. All right, interesting. Anyway, please.
So he's got a lot of those videos where like you actually learn stuff when you watch it. So I was like, it's pretty neat. And so there was one I was watching. It was a while ago. I can't remember, but like it was about phones and how like your phone just constantly is releasing like dopamine and everything because it's like obviously you want to check it because every time you get a little notification, you get a little thing. It's just like bing bing dopamine, There's serotonin. I mean, there's more chemicals, but that's just the
those are the big ones.
But mainly, I started realizing that, and I was like, back when we even first started doing this, right? Like, we didn't even have smartphones, really. Like, they were just becoming a thing. So even if you had one, it was, like, not as, crazy as it is today, and everything was a little more... Like, I remember back with YouTube when they were like, we're going to add the ability to use mobile to watch YouTube. And I was like, this is stupid. Like, I was like actively like, I can't believe that I have to use the YouTube mobile. This is so dumb. Why can't they just watch it on the desktop PC? Well, now it's like probably like 80 to 90% of people watching are watching on mobile or tablets or whatever it might be. And so when I thought about that, I was like, dude, I feel like back then, right, you'd go on the internet, you just go on your PC, you look, and you're like, all right, I'm done now. And then you detach from that PC. But now, you're literally just carrying a PC with you constantly.
Right.
And I feel like everybody doing that, they're like, it's like you're always connected. Like, that becomes a meme where everybody's like, you're just always connected, man. But now, you literally are always connected. And so I feel like people are just constantly like feeling the need to check their things and post their things and do their thing. And it's like that alone has kind of made the internet just feel like too much.
It kind of feels like work, and that, yes, it is our work and it's what we do, but also it's the same reason why, for example, back in the hardcore Jesse Warcraft days, everyone and their brother was like, I'm loving 80 alts. And I was like, I don't want to do that. I hate that the idea of feeling like I have to work at something that I should be thinking is fun. Does that make any sense? Which I think is a problem that I have in general in life, where I'm like, oh man, if you could make workouts fun.
Yeah.
And not just like I'm grinding my health, if that makes it, and now because of all the work we do for the internet, places like Twitter and things, they aren't fun anymore. I see through the matrix coding, right? Like I see when people post a photo and then 2 hours later reply to their own photo as nothing more than marketing, right? This person is marketing their image and they're playing the algorithm game where now that you reply to it, it bumps it up again. So now it's in people's eyes, like that kind of thing.
But did you not see that back in the day?
No, of course not. And I don't think it was a thing back in the day. I mean, I guess your definition of back in the day is how long ago, right? Like even 5 years ago, that's not the way it was.
Yeah. Yeah, I was saying like 5-10
right?
years.
In 2016, there was not that much algorithmically behind. I would say, I think everyone would agree, a lot of the algorithm takeover started in like 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
Where suddenly, and a lot of YouTube people will complain that YouTube went downhill in 2017. And, I have a lot of friends who were like, I was doing great, and then suddenly I stalled, and YouTube, like, changed everything. I think that happened to everyone.
I think it's like sports, because in sports, they used to just be like, oh, you got some stats and stuff. But now they have, like, a billion different stats, and it's just like they have the super metrics, and they have all these things. They're like, technically, when it's 3rd and 17, you want to run the ball because there's the thing where you can do this thing and that thing, and like technically, you want to shoot as many 3-pointers as you can because the statistics show the blood. And like they go crazy with statistics now, and it's like become a point where like statistics rule over just like just playing with your gut, going with your big time gut feelings, and like just believing in yourself. Although that, you do that too much, and then that's also dumb. You need a good balance.
Well, and that's that's what sucks, is that the balance is out of whack at the moment, where everyone, at least in our industry, I'd say most I still hate that word, influencer-centric worlds, it's all about the algorithm. And it's all about, I just learned. So for a long time, I've always been like, why, when people on Instagram or people in different social media things, when they post like their sexy photo, why underneath it is it always like, remember to get vaccinated, it's a good day today? Or it's like, what do you all think of pizza? Reply in the comments, that kind of thing. And I discovered that besides that being a way to get people to interact with you, really also apparently there's algorithms that detect when you put, naughty things in text. So if I was to post a sexy photo and then underneath it say, I'm looking to grind on some butts tonight, right?
Right.
That would get flagged. But if I put the exact same sexy photo, but I put, did anyone see the new Marvel movie Eternals? What do you think? Then it's fine. Yeah. Crazy, like that kind of thing. And so it's just a lot. It's overwhelming. And so I find myself disconnecting more and more, not because I don't love the internet. It's where I hang out the most. But it's also when I want to not be working, I shut down all of it. Because now everywhere I go, I see work, right? I go to Twitter and I see people working and I'm like, man, I should step up my Twitter game. I'm terrible at this. Or I'll go to Instagram and be like, I don't post enough on Instagram. What am I doing? Or I'll go to TikTok and be like, I don't even like this place and I feel like I should be doing something here. And so everything is part of that influencer ecosystem where we're always constantly being told, like, get those numbers up, do this. It sucks. It sucks that everything is numbers and algorithms and equations, and that means everything is work. And if everything is work, then my disconnection from work is like, don't even look at computers.
I think that's probably a good strat as well, because I feel like every 2 to 3 weeks, maybe even more frequent, we have the Jesse hates YouTube discussion.
It truly sucks that's where my life is.
But let me tell you something.
Yes, please do.
We are 3 to 4 days away from the 9-year anniversary of this show.
Oh my God. We are 9 years? Is that true?
9 years.
9 years doesn't mean anything. 10 years would be a thing.
That's true. November 18th, 2012. First episode. That means
12.
we're 9 years, almost to 10. That's crazy.
Friday, November 18th, 2020 would be 10 years. On a Friday?
Yeah. I guess
I wonder if we can do a live show on a Friday, November 18th.
that would be pretty fun.
That would be pretty good.
Heck, wow, that'd be 10 years. That's a
10
honker.
10 years.
That's a honker. I did write down one thing I saw, and it was a pretty wacky thing to see. So you're driving, and I looked at the license plate in front, and it said like Bjork fan, and I was like, that's a weird license plate. And then I saw
It's a fan of Bjork.
Then I saw their bumper stickers and other stickers. They had probably like 20 to 30 Bjork stickers.
Yo,
on
I've never met anyone that into Bjork. I know one time like Alex sang Bjork at karaoke and we all thought it was very funny. But I've never known anyone to be like, give me 80 Bjork. You know, actually, in college, it isn't Bjork, but do you know who Annie DeFranco is?
I don't think so.
Probably not. This is like an early 2000s, like sad girl kind of music. And one of the girls that I went to college with, her car was covered in Annie DeFranco stuff. And I was like, it's like a weird thing to go 100% in on. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to put it all over my car. Everyone needs to know. This is how I am. Like, okay, Cool.
Here's the thing. It's like when I saw it, I was like, is this person just like an actual big Bjork fan, or are they just like doing this for memes? Like someone's like, dude, just put a bunch of Bjork stuff on your
No one
car.
is out there doing that for memes. No one's like, you know what's really gonna nail it? Bjork.
I don't know. There might be someone still.
I refuse to accept this. There's no one is out there just like, Bjork it is. You got to be a fan. No one's goofing on Bjork. No one's goofing. I'm gonna say it right now. No one is goofing. Bjork may not be the most mainstream of music, but no one's goofing on Bjork.
That should be on a bumper sticker back there too. No one's goofing on Bjork.
Yeah.
By the way, Bjork is now 55 years old. Wow.
Hey, welcome to time. Welcome to time and age. Does Bjork still look like Bjork?
I don't know.
BJ Ork. Bjork Los Angeles tickets? No, images. Bjork images. Bjork still just kind of looks like Bjork.
Yeah.
Kinda. Just older Bjork.
It does look like older Bjork now.
Just older Bjork. Yeah.
That is... Yeah, what do you know?
The album Bjork recorded as an 11-year-old child in 1977. Oh, man, I bet that's like... Actually, I wonder if it took her time to establish like her strange, melodic, like weird noises.
Yeah, definitely. It had to. Like, oh yeah, that's the thing. Bjork wore the like swan dress, or like a swan just like wrapped around her neck.
Yeah, and
or
everyone mocked her for that. And let me tell you, I think all those people died. And I'm not saying Bjork killed them.
That's her music is actually like weird death chants or something.
Yeah, Bjork is like Death Note. Is that if you make fun of, if you wear the same thing as Bjork, you do anything Bjork, you're dead.
That is, honestly, I could believe it.
I do believe it. You don't mess with Bjork. Bjork is trouble. Bjork will come get your ass.
What? Just even like looking at some of these images, it's like it's one where she's like dressed up as a plant. I think she's a plant.
She's dressed up as a plant. I think she's a plant.
That's gonna be a quote for
That
the
sums it up.
100th or the
Yeah, that-
10-year anniversary or something. I won't even remember it. Be like, oh, is that like a 15 years ago? I don't even know.
Looks like a plant. I think she's a plant. That is the most Bjork quote I've ever heard. It's like, she looks like something. I think so. Yeah. You just accept it. Like, yeah, all right.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the thing I saw on a license plate. So
I can't wait for someone who doesn't know who Bjork is to be like, who are they talking about? Let me Google this. And then you're done. You're going to be stuck in the world of Bjork, and you'll be like, what is this? That's it. Some 20-something who has no idea who Bjork is about to go down a rabbit hole and be like, oh my God.
Yeah. I think here's the thing. I think Bjork would actually go over well with like the Zoomer generation.
I'm still confused why we don't have a Bjork Lady Gaga
Yeah.
co-album, like a duet of some sort.
Bjork's got to
They
make a
both
comeback.
dress up
now.
insanely. Yeah. I guess Lady Gaga doesn't do that anymore.
Yeah, even Lady Gaga's like, what is she doing now?
Yeah. Lady Gaga's like, you know what? I'm out of my meat outfit phase.
Yeah. She is now Lady Gaga slays the red carpet.
Yeah, now she's like, I am famous. I don't need to dress up like a diamond.
Now she's just dressing up in like a normal red dress. Like, all right.
That's what I'm saying. I miss it. I miss when Lady Gaga was like, dress me up in oranges, you know?
Yeah, like a bunch of oranges, or like dressing up as like a steak or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the good old days. At least
Yeah.
Bjork stuck with it.
Exactly.
Bjork was like, I'm going to my grave dressed like a plant.
That's how she'll be reborn.
Yeah. Stick me in the earth like my other plant friends.
So yeah, that was pretty neat.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty neat. Oh, well, you know what else is pretty neat?
What?
Oh, so good. I'm so good at this.
So good.
Babbel. Babbel is the neatest way. The neatest. I'm sure they'll love that. It's the neatest way to learn a new language without it feeling intimidating, which, let's be honest, the whole idea of learning a new language is intimidating. When I first decided to learn Spanish on Babbel, right? I have experience with Spanish. So I'm going in as a guy who can do Spanglish, and I'm trying to just pick it up again. And I did it because all other languages, let's say I wanted to learn German, that's intimidating. Thanks to Babbel, the #1 selling language learning app, the whole process can be addictively fun, fast, and easy. Whether you want to learn a new language or engage in a new hobby, or if you're like me and you just want to pick up something you knew at one point, Babbel is there to teach you in bite-sized ways and fun language lessons for real-world use. Babbel's 15-minute lessons make it the perfect way to learn a language on the go. It doesn't take a lot of time, and because they have 100 language experts on staff, they aren't using some AI lesson plan thing. These are real lessons created by real people, and they're scientifically proven to be effective. Babbel has 14 languages to choose from, including Spanish, French, Italian, German. Plus, Babbel's speech recognition technology helps you to improve your pronunciation and accent. There's so many ways to learn with Babbel. In addition to lessons, you can access podcasts and games and videos, stories, and even live classes. I actually want to see what a live class was like. The max people that can attend I think are 6, which means that it isn't 100 people in a classroom, in an online classroom. It's straight up just there is a class with a teacher who can give you attention, and I think that's really, really neat. Plus, it comes with a 20-day money-back guarantee. Start your new language journey today with Babbel. Right now, when you purchase 3 months of Babbel, you get an additional 3 months free. That's 6 months for the price of 3. Just go to Babbel.com and use promo code COX. That's BABBEL.com. Promo code COX. Babbel, language for life. Also today, we're brought to you by Calm. Worried about going back to the office? Worried about going back to work? Worried about, school stuff and just a change of environment, right? Worried about sending the kids off. So many things are happening. Worried about going to, I don't know, Thanksgiving or holiday trips or whatever. Calm is here to reduce the stress and increase your concentration. Let's say you can't get to sleep. Calm's got you. Let's say you have a tough time waking up. Calm's got you. During the day, you need a little 10-minute wellness break. Calm's got you. Calm is the #1 mental wellness app to give you the tools you need to improve the way you feel. Clear your head with guided daily meditations. Improve your focus with Calm's curated music tracks. And drift off to dreamland with Calm's imaginative sleep stories. And you can get it all for a limited time offer of 40% off a Calm premium subscription, which includes hundreds of hours of programming, and new content is added every week. And you can get it, my friends, at calm.com/Cox. That's calm.com/Cox. Over 100 million people around the world use Calm to take care of their minds. You can sleep more, stress less, live better with Calm. That's calm.com/Cox to get 40% off and unlimited access to Calm's entire library. All right, Crendor, let's go to Chapter Episode. Crendor, how's that traffic out there?
Traffic time is a good time. Oh, I was trying to turn in a Christmas song.
Nailed it. I mean, it was pretty all right.
All right, I'll take it. So I'm going to use this time to instead mention that the Cox and Crendor secret menu has been drawn by someone. Allison drew it, and it is looking great. You can see it on
amazing.
The Twitter. It is fantastic. You got the McCox and Crendor, the Gray Storm, the Tito Watson, McCox, the McCrendor, the Newport Richie, the Guy Hero, and the Appleberry all up there. You can check it out. Fantastic. Yes, back to you.
You know what I've noticed? A lot of people getting the McDappleberry.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Which, here's the thing, they're making me want to try it.
I mean, now you got to try it.
Because I imagine it has to be reasonably okay. Probably a lot of bread, like bready. But I have to imagine the apple
And the pork.
and the pork, right? Like, you would think it would go well together.
Yeah. No, I agree. It does seem like a good combo.
Yeah. I guess that's why it's not named after anything we've ever truly done.
Yeah.
The McDappleberry seems like its own thing. It reminds me of when people would take French fries and dip them in a Frosty. You know what I mean? Like, it seems insane, but people love it. And I feel like the McDappleberry, that's our signature dish.
Yeah. I've seen very few people try the Newport Richie. I feel like we need some Newport Richies.
We do. I'm a huge fan, I think, of the fish sandwich with the 4 nuggets on it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that could be a winner.
The McCrendor honestly is solid. I had that a few years ago. That's why it's
the
my
McCox
thing.
is too much. The McCox will kill you. The McCox is too much food. I don't know why I decided that was the one. It's too much.
I mean, the Guy Hero's the too much food. You get the double quarter pounder with a quarter pounder inside.
My favorite part about that is I can see it. You just take the quarter pounder, you have it, you put another quarter pounder in there, you cover it up. I mean, I get it. That one makes sense to me. That's the Guy Hero.
That is the guy. That's the Guy Hero, all right.
The McCox is literally like a breakfast sandwich with what it reminds me of is back in the day when I don't remember how we got to the McCox, because when I used to work at McDonald's, I would get a hamburger, but then I put an egg on it from breakfast time. Because my break was always between breakfast and lunch. So I'd have the best of both worlds. And so this one is like, take Jesse's idea and amp it up to 12, which I feel like is not good. It would not be good. But oh well.
Yeah, no, it's this is a menu that can stand the test of time, aside from the fact that I don't think the Bacon McDouble exists anymore.
It definitely exists in LA, that's for sure.
Does it?
I see it on the menu all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't seen the Bacon McDouble like in a while.
Yeah, the reason why I know this is because the gas station where I get my gas at has a McDonald's built into it. And so I can see that I can literally, as I'm pumping gas, I can just stare at people at the drive-thru. And it's straight up just on the menu.
I feel like we need to add something to it. Something that's not there. We need like a McDrink or something.
A McDrink. That sucks. We need a McDrink.
The old McDrink.
There's got to be something that we can include one of the weird, like, the Shamrock Shake. There's got to be, when the Shamrock Shake comes around, how can we make that weird?
All right, let's see. There's McFlurries. There's, let's see. There's the McCafe. Yeah, like.
What if we find a way to combine, like, a coffee? Like, you get a black coffee.
Right.
But then you get a Shamrock Shake.
Oh, my God.
And then you take the Shamrock Shake and you put it in the coffee.
Yeah, it's like going on alcohol levels without the alcohol.
Yeah, like what if you got a black coffee in a small black coffee in a large cup, right?
Yeah.
And then you got a Shamrock Shake, and then you pour the Shamrock Shake into the cup with the. I bet that would be a treat. I don't know what that would taste like, but I think I need to be reminded when Shamrock. When is that? March? Whatever.
Yeah. What would you call it?
A Mick Cox and Cream door. A Mick Cox and Cream door. That's it. That's the one.
I love it. It'll be here in a few months.
That sucks. That name's terrible. That's the one.
There you go. The newest, the latest edition.
The McCox and Crendor. What a terrible drink. Although, you know, it could be delicious, but I'm curious. I don't know how they make the Shamrock Shake taste minty, so I wonder if you're just about to have like a menthol coffee, which is not good. I don't know.
I mean, it could be good. You don't know.
I guess we'll find out in 6 months' time.
We will
Or
indeed.
however long, 5 months.
That's the traffic.
All right, let's go to weather.
Weather time. We've got a weather request for, where was it? Yeah. There's a crazy one here. Is oh god, I lost it. I lost it. Oh
boy. Oh dear.
Hold on. Oh, I found it. The Moose Factory, Canada, located on Moose Factory Island.
What? Moose Factory Island? It's a damn place called Moose Factory Island.
Moose Factory Island.
Located on the Moose River?
Yeah.
Amazing.
That is... Wait, there's also a Moose Factory 68? What? What's the difference? Is that just like a road in Moose Factory?
Oh, interesting. So people are asking where the name comes from, and people are saying it probably either referred to a fur trading post called The Factor, or there was a furniture company factory that once was located on the island.
Oh,
and it's Moose because the river.
Oh, I see. Huh.
Yeah, all
It's
right,
still,
all right, I'll take those
or,
answers.
Get this, they produce all moose in the world in Moose Factory.
All moose. They produce all moose. Yeah.
So in Moose Factory, it is currently feeling like 32 degrees Fahrenheit. It is a low of 28, humidity 96%. We also have some SpaghettiOs happening. That's, you never want SpaghettiOs. Pressure 29.63 inches. Visibility of 9 miles. Wind 3 miles an hour going east. Dew point 34. UV index 0 of 10. Moon phase waxing gibbous. 10 day. 10 day. 28 degrees tonight. Snow this evening. Will become snow showers late. 10 to 15 miles an hour. Northwest winds. 70% chance of the snow. Monday, 33 with light snow. Tuesday, 31 with AM clouds, PM sun. Wednesday, 32 with snow. Thursday, 35 with snow. Friday, cloudy, 31. And Saturday, 35, mostly cloudy, followed by an entire week of 23 to 27 degrees and snow. So it is snowy and cold in Moose Factory.
It's right on Hudson Bay. It's crazy. So it's definitely cold. It is very cold. What's wild about this is when I go to Google and I type in Moose Factory Island, Ontario, the first image I see is tombstones. Is this person who said go look, do they live there? Do you live there? Viewer,
do they live
listener,
there?
whatever. Do you live on this island? Are you dead? Are you a ghost?
Oh, wait, they said it was the first English-speaking settlement in Ontario, but really I just requested it because of the name.
Well, you know what? I like it. Moose Factory Island. Crazy.
Moose Factory
It's
Island.
more north than I would ever live, that's for sure. Wow.
Yeah, it's a little too far north.
Yeah, it does. The crazy thing about it is the photos between winter and summer. It's that kind of thing where I'm like, nope. They lure you in with a beautiful summer. It's very green, and then winter comes and it's a hellscape. No, thank you.
So yeah, that's the weather.
All right, let's go to sports.
Sports.
Although, if anyone wants to send us Moose Island merchandise from Moose Island,
Oh yeah, I'll take some.
they have
of
like
that.
Moose Island shirts.
I'll take Moose Island anything.
Yeah. Bury me
so-
on Moose Island with the other haunted spirits.
In sports, the Dolphins beat the Ravens Thursday night. That was a wacky one. Titans beat the Saints. Bills destroyed the Jets. The Lions and Steelers tied in overtime.
Yep. I just want to point out this week, a lot of blowouts, except for the Steelers going against the 0-8 Lions. Unreal. Why am I a Steelers fan? Ah!
Yeah, it's pretty sad. They did have their backup quarterback playing, but still, it's the Lions. The Lions actually missed a game-winning field goal in overtime, and then the Steelers had the chance to drive down the field and fumbled it with 8 seconds to not be able to kick the field goal, and that's how that ended.
That sounds right. that sounds absolutely correct.
Colts beat the Jaguars. The Washington football team beat the Buccaneers. The Patriots beat the Browns. The Cowboys beat the Falcons. And currently Panthers are up on the Cardinals 14-0. And other games are happening. Over in basketball, Lakers currently up on the Spurs at halftime. In the standings, the Warriors are atop the West at 11-1. Suns 8-3. Nuggets 8-4. Mavericks 8-4. Clippers 8-4. Jazz 8-5. Suns have won 7 in a row. Mamma mia. Over in the East, you got the Wizards at the top, followed by the Nets and the Bulls, then the Cavaliers, the Heat, and the 76ers. And over in Hockey Town,
Hockey down.
you got the Panthers up at the top, the Maple Leafs right behind. You got the Hurricane up at the top, with the Capitals right behind. And at the West, you got the Wild with the Predators and the Jets right behind. And then you got the Oilers up the top with the Ducks right behind them, who have won 6 in a row. Wowee. Let's see. I'm going to check the old Olympic news just to see how we're looking there.
It's still coming. It's still happening.
Still happening.
We'll get there eventually.
If anything, we did just have the Olympics during, probably a worse time. So, I can't imagine it not happening. Honestly, I'm excited for the double Olympic year. I think it's pretty fun. Because, normally...
February is when it happens?
Yeah, February. So, I think it's
the Olympics were this year, dude. This year.
Yeah. It was.
Oh, my God.
I think this has got to be the first time it's ever happened where, in the same, 12 months, we've had Winter and Summer Olympics. It's got to be, right? Because normally they're 2 years apart.
Yeah. Maybe. I'm sure there was, a wartime somewhere that they had to change things. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. There might have been. So, yeah, that's February 4th that starts. Only a couple months away. I like the Winter Olympics more too. I've said it before, but there's so many wacky sports in Winter Olympics I love. There's you got the bobsled, you got curling, you got the thing cross country, they're skiing, and then they got shoot targets and they keep skiing. It's what's going on?
It's good stuff. It's you know what it is? It's all right, Canada, give us ideas for sports. Canada was oh, sure, we have plenty of ideas. All right, we're going to take this puck and we're going to, sweep it. And then I got some friends over here across the sea there. They like to shoot while they ski. And it's yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, so... I'll bring up what I just saw. This is something. So that's sports.
Okay. What is our fact of the day?
Fact of the day. France has 12 time zones.
What? Is that true? France?
I guess so. The
time zones.
Country with the widest stretch of land, Russia, spans 11 time zones, but France has 12. What? That's due to the
Oh,
fact.
this is some imperialist BS. All right. French, it counts as French Polynesia, the Marquesas Islands, Gambier Islands, Clipperton Island.
Oh,
So
so it's
basically,
like
it's
they
all
just-
the French territory. is what it's
I
saying.
see. That's dumb. That does.
Yeah, that's stupid. I was like, wait, there's no way. What's going on in Europe? But no, it's all the things France controls.
Also throwing another one because that's dumb. Cheetahs don't roar.
Yeah, they do like a weird thing.
Yeah, they can purr, meow, hiss, bark, and growl, but they cannot roar. So they're much more
they're
like
the most cats. You know what I mean?
they are the most cats.
Of big cats, they're the most cat.
Yeah. So that's pretty neat. That's your
All right.
facts.
What's our big news story of the day?
So our big news story of the day. First off, let me just say I decided to go to one of our old stomping grounds.
Oh no,
which
Cosmo.
was Cosmo.
Oh no,
And
it's been too long, far too long.
it has been far too long, or maybe not long enough. All right, I found it. The best song to bang to is Holding Out for a Hero from Shrek.
Holy crap. What makes this amazing, not only is that a funny visual of it's like, hey baby, let me turn off the lights. I need a hero. Like, amazing. But also that's a cover of the original version.
Yeah.
So the original song sucks compared to the Shrek version, which is frankly one of the most incredible things I've ever heard. I love this. How do they discover this information?
I don't know. I guess I'll find out. Let's see. The night I realized Holding Out for a Hero in Shrek 2 is the best song that I have sex to is the night my
Were they
life
watching
changed
Shrek
forever.
2 at the time?
I guess we'll find out. For
Okay.
context, I have always been a Shrek fan. I turn it on often as a means to calm myself down after a hard day.
That changes everything. This is more like a fetish thing now. We're like,
Yeah.
I've always been a Shrek fan.
I always love Shrek.
That changes the whole dynamic of this.
It has all the elements perfect for distraction. A swamp ogre, a donkey, a sexy fairy godmother, a thick Mike
Sexy
Myers
fairy
accent.
godmother. Is that what they got out of the fairy? A sexy fairy. That's what they got out of the movie?
Yeah, I wasn't getting that, but you know. But one
I
night,
can't believe this is. All right, yeah, I'm sorry. I keep interrupting. This is amazing.
as my girlfriend and I sat on the couch, casually enjoying the movie, I found myself getting, flustered.
Oh, this is a fetish thing. This person. Also, I think it says something about him that he likes to have sex to the song "I Need a Hero." That's like, it says a lot. I'm not gonna say it's weird. I've done
Yeah.
weirder, but it's definitely it says a lot about you.
It was around the 54-minute mark when Shrek turned into human Shrek.
No, what?
He wore a tight red velvet crop top that made me undeniably horny.
Time out. Is this a lady or a dude?
I don't know. Let's see. This is Meggie, so I'm gonna say a lady.
All right. All right. Okay.
Shrek is an ogre, I thought, trying to rationalize. An ogre from a swamp, I thought again.
Fighting that urge to be aroused by Shrek. Oh, yeah. This is one of those things where it's like, I think I'm into this. And now, all right. Okay.
The movie continued, and I couldn't get Shrek out of my mind.
This can't be real.
This can't be real.
Oh, my God.
As I watched him go on a bender following Fairy Godmother's ultimatum to stay away from Fiona, I can't even read this next part. I can't even read it.
You're going to have to. You're going to have to. You have
I'm just gonna say they quivered with anticipation. They then tugged at the hemline of their girlfriend's pants and said, "Do you want to have sex right now?" She looked at me with a smile, knowing damn well Shrek was the reason I was feeling this way.
Are you kidding me? She was aware of this? Like, yeah, I do want to have sex with you. This Shrek is hot. Is that they knew what was up? Crazy.
This article just keeps going. There's got to be something in here. Like, okay, let's see. Before diving right in, I told my girlfriend we need to wait until the best part of the movie came on. When Fairy Godmother starts her rendition of Holding Out for a Hero. This can't be real, right? This can't be real.
Like I said, I don't know how. I don't know.
Oh my God. So, you know how when you're scrolling an article, they bring up other articles for you to read?
Yes.
Here's some of them. Quote, "Here's the story of how I got a vibrator stuck up my butt and had to run to the hospital."
You know what? That's not a story. That's you pushed it too far. The end.
"My boyfriend and I role-played killer clowns, and it was the best sex of my life."
That is so bizarre. Okay.
"And a professional ass reader predicted my future after examining my butt."
I would pay untold sums to have an ass reader examine your butt. If I can send you to an ass reader and then you came back with a future prediction of yourself, it would be like money well spent.
How do you become an ass reader?
Trick idiots to spraying their cheeks and staring at it, you know?
It's like, man, how do I get people to let me touch their ass? I know, I'll become an ass reader.
Hello, I am an ass reader.
What does my ass say? Let's see. It's a crevice right here.
These lines mean that you're going to have a long, healthy life there.
And let's see. I think you work out. All right, you go to the gym often? Wow, how did you know? It's probably because I could just tell you do a lot of squats. Yeah.
Yeah, as I spread your cheeks, they're very firm.
No doubter. Anyway, those are other articles.
Yep. Shrek, man. That's amazing.
Yeah. You see, I had been waiting for an opportunity my entire life. Watching the scene as a kid, I remember the weakness in my knees, seeing Fairy Godmother's boobs bouncing everywhere.
What the shit is this article?
This is like this is from a young age. This is like your first thoughts are like, wow.
I can't, from a young age, I would never be like, that Fairy Godmother, though. The Fairy Godmother's the one. You know what? There's someone for everyone out there. If anything, that's the lesson I'm learning. There's someone for everyone.
Yeah, there's someone for everyone, and Shrek is definitely not my definition.
And Shrek is super horny.
This has to be one of those articles where they're like, just write something wacky and wild to get people to click it. It's gotta be. I can't not think that.
I guess, man. I guess.
Well, that's enough Cosmo for me for the year.
Oh man. Well, that's enough of this podcast. 9 years, baby. All right. Well, that's it for us. Thanks for listening or watching or enjoying this podcast. Crendor, hit him with the socials.
We've got socials, youtube.com/Cox and Crendor podcast. We've got youtube.com/Cox and Crendor. That's where all the animations are. If you just cut off the podcast part, we're on Spotify, we're on iTunes, we're on SoundCloud, we're all over. Also, follow us on our main stuff, youtube.com Jesse Cox, YouTube Crendor, Twitch TV Jesse Cox, Twitch TV Crendor, Patreon Jesse Cox, Patreon Crendor, Twitter Jesse Cox, Twitter Crendor, Facebook Jesse Cox, Facebook Crendor, Instagram Notorious Cox, Instagram Crendor was taken. And there's probably other stuff, but whatever.
Okay, that's it. Thanks so much. And we'll see y'all next time. So as always, to be continued.